BTS news today. Amid the growing buzz surrounding BTS's gradual return to public activity, a surprising piece of news has once again shaken the global entertainment world. Just as armies were beginning to breathe a sigh of relief after Taehyung's sudden appearance in a mysterious project alongside several BTS members, one big question loomed in the air: where is Jungkook? The first rumors of this project surfaced when a 30-second video clip leaked online on Tuesday night, Korea time. The video showed Taehyung with Jimin, RM, and J-Hope sitting in a classic-style studio in Seoul. But what stood out the most wasn't just the warm atmosphere and laughter. It was the noticeable absence of Jungkook, someone almost always present in group projects. Speculation exploded from all directions. Some believed Jungkook was busy with a solo project. Others guessed he was taking a break abroad. But most armies felt something was being hidden. These suspicions deepened when Taehyung himself, during a quick interview with a fashion outlet after a photo shoot, gave a vague smile when asked about Jungkook. "He's doing fine," he said. "He knows what he's doing." That ambiguous line sparked even more curiosity. Was Jungkook intentionally left out of the project? Or was the project itself part of something much bigger, something still unrevealed to the public? That morning, the atmosphere at HYB's Yongsan HQ was more tense than usual. Black cars without official plates came and went. Staff were communicating more via phones than normal. A white van with tinted windows paused briefly in the underground parking lot. Speculation arose. Was that Jungkook's car? Or part of Taehyung's secret project? A HYB staff member, who asked to remain anonymous, offered a small clue. They said the project Taehyung was filming wasn't ordinary content. "It's something very personal to them," they said quietly. Not all members are directly involved at the same time, but they all know what they're building. That statement only deepened the mystery. If not a group project, then what? And why wasn't Jungkook present when the others seemed so involved? Later, Taehyung's official Instagram uploaded a cryptic photo around midnight. It showed a shadowed figure in a dark hallway, captioned, "Not everything has to be seen to be felt." The post was flooded with thousands of comments within minutes. Many armies believed the silhouette was Jungkook, especially because of the bracelet visible on the figure's left wrist, resembling the one Jungkook wore during a recent radio appearance. But just hours later, the post vanished. The next day, Jimin went live briefly from their dorm. He looked cheerful, chatting about music, food, and how much he missed the stage. But one moment changed everything. When a fan asked, "Appa, where's Jungkookie?" Jimin fell silent. That he chuckled softly, glanced toward the room's door behind him, and said, "Sometimes, the best thing someone can do is be silent." Once again, a cryptic line that stirred unease. Armies who know Jimin well understood. His words always carry weight. Silent. Was Jungkook purposely disappearing? Or was he preparing something too monumental to explain just yet? Interestingly, over the past 2 weeks, various international media outlets reported sightings of an Asian artist with the initials J.K. in different locations outside Korea, Los Angeles, Ibiza, and Kyoto among them. No photo could confirm it was Jungkook, but each sighting included familiar traits: a black cap, large mask, and simple backpack. Back to Taehyung's project. After the initial leaked video, HYB released an official teaser. Titled Winter Tapes, the 1-minute video showed Taehyung, Jimin, RM, and J-Hope in various corners of Seoul during winter. They were seen recording memories, playing guitar, discussing in the studio, even reading letters. In one scene, Jimin looked directly at the camera and said, "You might not be here with us now, but you're always here." That line struck a chord with fans. Many cried, believing those words were meant for Jungkook. 3 days after the teaser dropped, Korean media outlet Dispatch shook everything up. They published a detailed article stating Jungkook had spent the past 2 weeks at a spiritual retreat in Okinawa, Japan. The report said he was undergoing emotional detox due to intense mental stress from his schedule and life as a global superstar. But what shocked everyone was the claim that the decision wasn't Jungkook's alone. It was made after long discussions with Taehyung. V encouraged Jungkook to take that time, Dispatch wrote. The two reportedly spent 2 nights together in the studio before Jungkook left. It was Taehyung who proposed Winter Tapes, designing it as a space for all the members to pour out their hearts, including Jungkook's absence, as a message. Suddenly, all the puzzle pieces began to form a clear picture. This wasn't just a video project. It was a heartfelt statement. About friendship. About loss. About loving someone enough to let them go for a while. A week after Dispatch's article, HYB finally released an official poster. Winter Tapes. A tribute to our journey. With all 7. And at the bottom, faintly printed, he was always part of it. Armies were overwhelmed. Did this mean Jungkook would appear in the project after all? Was his presence being saved as a surprise? A few days later, at the premiere screening of the Winter Tapes documentary in Seoul, the audience was stunned by the final scene. The quiet studio suddenly echoed with a recorded voice. A familiar one, soft yet steady. If you're wondering where I went, I was just looking for myself. But even in that search, I was never alone. They were always here. In music, in memories, and in hearts that still love. Until we meet again. The screen slowly revealed a silhouette standing by the sea. Long hair blowing in the wind. The camera moved closer, revealing his face, Jungkook. The theater erupted. Some fans were seen crying. That figure had truly returned. No dramatic speech. Just music, silence, and extraordinary honesty. The film ended with a shot of 7 empty chairs in the studio. One by one, the chairs were filled, including Jungkook's. The camera showed them from behind, all sitting silently, facing a large window where the morning sun began to rise and bathe them in light. That it wasn't just a film. It was a love letter from the BTS members to one another and to anyone who has ever felt lost but finally found their way home. The question, where is Jungkook, quietly transformed into a softer declaration. He's here, in his own way. Now, the world is no longer worried. Because everyone knows, even when unseen, Jungkook never truly left. And perhaps, that's the essence of it all. True love doesn't require constant presence. Just the assurance that it will always return, at the moment it's needed most. 1 week after the premiere of Winter Tapes, the world was still wrapped in an emotion hard to define. Something deeper than nostalgia. A longing that no longer hurt, but had morphed into warm hope. The hashtag Jungkook is here trended once again across countries, not because of a live performance, but due to the emotional weight of his presence in the final moments of the documentary. Armies around the world realized he may not have appeared in many scenes, but the entire project felt like it was about him. Even simple scenes, like Taehyung standing silently in front of a microphone or Jimin playing a soft melody on the piano, suddenly carried deeper meaning. Everything seemed directed toward the one member who had stepped away from the world, but never from their hearts. Then, like a breeze arriving without warning, a new video dropped on Bangtan's YouTube channel. No teaser, no announcement. The title, Room 97. The video opened with the sound of a door slowly creaking open. The camera revealed a small, dimly lit room. A bed, an open window, moonlight pouring in. Footsteps. Then, Jungkook's soft voice. If you're still waiting, I hope you know, I missed you too. The 6-minute video wasn't filled with shots of Jungkook's face. Instead, it showed shadows, his fingers on guitar strings, the outline of his body behind curtains, a steaming cup of tea. Yet every element felt deeply personal, intimate, as if we were right there with him.